Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back again to the Summit 8 qualifiers. Taking a look at game number 2 as we hop into this one. It's going to be Gambit facing off against Vega Squadron, who have their back up against the Wolves. 1 game away from elimination, but also 2 games away from greatness if they're able to win both of them. My man Trent Pax, how you doing?
2 games away from greatness. I like your attitude.
Yeah, man.
That's a hopeful dude right there.
Yeah,
you have faith.
Well, I said that, you know, it's also Gambit, 1 game that's away from being able to move on themselves. So it's kind of hopeful for both squads. Somebody's going to be happy and somebody's going to be a little sad. We'll focus on the winners.
They've got this Undying hero. I don't know what it is about Undying. Maybe it's just because he enables offlaners and everyone sucks in the offlane right now, and that's why he's really good. I'm not sure, because he keeps being first pick, and I saw Fly talking about him. Fly thinks he's mega OP. He hasn't looked that strong in a lot of the games I've seen him in, but well, I'm going to keep my eye on this hero this game. I want to try and understand why he seems so strong. His Tombstone stuff's obviously a lot better early on. He has some decent talents now. He's going to have to contest himself with an Ancient Apparition this game, though. Won't be as easy to just heal around.
Yeah. It seems like AA is kind of a weird pick into a Undying. Like, on the one hand, you're going to have magical damage to burst him, but on the other hand, it's not like he's the best Tombstone hitter in the world either. I don't know.
I think it's mostly just you're denying out that heal that someone can throw on top of some. Like, Undying could just soul rip somebody, or Undying can soul rip himself, so you're just... It helps. And AA also gives you a lot of options in terms of your safe laners that can be like super strong, and you can deny out anyone. So CK, Sven, that kind of stuff to combo up with the cold feet.
5 seconds.
And maybe you're preparing yourselves for possible aggro dual lane too. So you're prepping that with an AA being picked up here.
I could dig it.
Dire team pick.
Well,
we are. Oh, okay, Medusa. Wow, that was pretty fast. That's a really early Medusa.
Very much so. Okay, interesting stuff there. You know, we should also talk about like the more macro sense of it. It's the Gambit esports team that we always talk about having the 2 saves. Now you have Bane, you have Undying. Vega Squadron coming into this, they banned out the Chen, and also now they're going to take away the Cheshire Cat Sand King. So they're trying to make Gambit play a different style, but Gambit are still trying to stick to that same style that they've been winning with so far.
Almost makes me wonder if this is going to be some weird like Cheshire Cat core Undying or something. After that Tusk performance earlier, that was like some captain's draft level stuff.
I mean, it looked really good. It felt good.
Yeah. Get a Nyx picked up here. So that'll probably be position 4, right? Yeah, just the mana burn against the Medusa. Move the Sand King into the off lane.
All right.
So they have a lot of good single target focus just with the AA and the Nyx Assassin.
10 seconds
trying to take down this big tank that she is.
Hear me out.
This is never good. Core Undying with a Coddle, am I right?
No.
Because don't do that against Nyx.
No, that's not the idea.
Just checking.
All right, Nyx Assassin does damage with his mana burn based upon int, right?
Uh-huh.
What about instead Bloodstone Dusa? You don't have any int to burn. You just got a big mana pool.
Boom.
There you go.
Mind exploded. Probably don't do that.
Okay,
but I mean, cool. Bloodstone eggs, right? Just infinite snakes.
I love it.
Genius. And Medusa is kind of nice too, because now they can't go AA CK, and she's decent against Sven. So it's hard to find those like best carries that you like with AA are now both pretty bad. This should be our offlaner. Could just pick a Puck, and then they have the flexibility of offlane or mid. Plus we saw how well they played it. Then again, this could also just be a Dusa in the mid lane, and it'll be the Legion Commander. So one of the best heroes in dual offlanes. Legion doesn't even need help sometimes too, so it might give some space to Undying to do other stuff.
Yeah, I think that Medusa played anywhere but mid feels like uncommon to me at this point. But OD, man, they are putting a lot of emphasis just on wrecking this Medusa's life.
Well, we've seen them be pretty successful in these strats where they have one really hard carry. It's kind of been a nice play for Gambit. They lost that 1 game against Empire when they had that big like TB, I suppose. But overall, they now have Legion Commander to help press the attack for the Medusa. They've got those Bane saves we were talking about, the Soul Rip on Dusa. So might as well draft your entire strategy around the Medusa if you're Vega.
Yeah.
Last pick will be their safe laner. Maybe a Diffusal carrier like PL ban, perhaps. Yeah, PL's really good against the Undying Tombstone.
Yeah.
decent against Legion Commander. It kind of goes both ways, but overall it can be difficult to find the right dual target. And then same thing with Bane being all single target focused. So I'd be really surprised if Gambit didn't ban that out, I think.
Well, and the thing I'm wondering too is not just that, but for their pick, is there any way to punish the fact that they've gone all heavy in on trying to counter the Dusa, or do you just kind of have to accept it and try and build enough buffs to keep her survivable?
Someone played a Sven Medusa draft the other day. It was pretty good.
They banned the
Okay,
gyrocopter.
well, more of an Undying counter with the flat cannon.
Yeah.
And still not as good against the Medusa, but I suppose it would have let them play the early game a little bit better. Downsides to PL would also be their tower siege would be sort of weak for Vega Squadron. That could push them more towards something like the Weaver, who now has that natural mana break and could still go like Deso, natural Lincoln's Builder against the Legion Commander. It's also a pretty decent solution.
Yeah. I just, you're selling me on the PL, and I feel like it's just the pick for Vega. But maybe Gambit have something thought up that they have.
I mean, it's got issues too, right? You're also, there's like Medusa things with like the ulti and stuff. And then like the snakes too, so she could find some decent answers. And
okay.
Monkey King, I thought Faces Void would also be kind of okay, but Monkey King, he still builds Battle Fury if they want to take this a little bit later. Don't know if you really want to against the Medusa, but he can roam around with the Sand King and the Nyx Assassin in that mid game, maybe create some space for the OD to get like Midas Force Staff +1, Blink or something. BKB then.
I don't know. I'm not sure if I love the Vega Squadron draft, though. I feel like their objective taking potential is just not very good.
Choose your hero.
The OD counter left in the pool there. The Sniper was already banned out earlier on in the draft. And they just go for the classic. You're up one game. Play some standard Dota. I think their burst is pretty weak for a Gambit, so Cheshire Cat might have a bit of a rough game. Maybe wants to snowball really early with the help of Bignum. Yar Matey, the Undying Pirate.
I don't know.
I don't feel particularly strong about either draft. A lot of single target initiation and focus from the side of Gambit.
But likewise, they don't really have that much that's like AoE hero. Like they don't have any illusion heroes that are really going to get punished by that or are able to punish that, right?
Yeah, it's true.
And like they have, I guess they have OD saved, so if they like go all in on the Monkey King or something, he can astral him, which is pretty good.
5 seconds
But
remaining.
likewise, if you duel the OD, then you're in some issues as well. And they don't really have anything to save from the Legion Commander initiation. I guess like a Burrow Strike stun and turning things around that way.
OD also doesn't have a lot of help this game. It's a hero that I really like to see picked up with like Bloodlust or a Slardar to help give vision. Drum builders, any of that kind of stuff is really good for an OD. He has nothing this game, so that's not very good. Doesn't have the best way to gain his first couple stacks either. There's no like Chronosphere or something like that. So they have decent AoE spells. They just don't have the best way to lead into them. They need a pretty early blink, but it's Sioma who's playing the Sand King. It's not like an offlane roll or something, as it looks like they're going to go for the Nyx offlane here. Or maybe they're just...
offlane.
Oh yeah, I'm not sure what they're going to do. They both have the same items, so...
Prepare for battle.
All right,
do
we'll never
whatever.
know.
It looks like it is Afterlife who's going to play it. Definitely more survivable in the lane with his natural regen. He's sitting at 5.4. Wow, what a hero.
All right, they're heading out. I hate to be a Debbie Downer, but it does feel to me like the Gambit draft has a little bit. I guess whenever I see Razor nowadays, I feel like this hero is quite strong. That's one of the big things. I think that this hero is pretty underrated as far as how well he's going to do. The changes that he's got for his Purge now with his Unstable Current and everything else just feels good. Afterlife, gonna get punched a few times by Always Want to Fly, and will be forced back. Well, they have a lot of heroes in this area, and I still don't know if they can really stand toe-to-toe with an Undying. And a Bane. This is a great level 1 fighting team.
Like I said, we'll probably just end up sitting on our own respective sides. I guess if they want to run in... I don't know. Do you want to run up as Bane Undying? I think they just play it cool. If they come aggressive on us, throw some decays, should be fine. And so, what are our lanes looking like here? Razor is mid. Medusa's already making her way top. Legion heading to the bottom. All 5 heroes are bought for the Dire, so they're going to start their TPs back, and it will be Monkey King up top. We'll find the rune. Handy to have that ward there to find it. And Medusa's now heading bottom. Oh, nope, nope. Medusa's going to go back top, and Legion's going to go bottom.
They're running around.
And the supports are smoked up and coming to the bottom lane.
It's just insanity. Are they going to run into him here?
Oh,
Bignum?
Razor.
They're going to run into him here. He doesn't have a soul rip point, but he does have a decay. And so he's going to be able to do a decent chunk of damage here as Cool Man in a lot of trouble, though. And first blood going to be drawn there. Bignum might be able to find the kill onto this Ancient Apparition, though. Going to go for the salve, and it's not going to happen in time. So Bignum going to be forced to run away from there.
This is the decay going for the soul, the salve cancel.
That happens.
Bit greedy, but he'll be all right. And wander on back mid.
Well, when all is said is done, it's going to be Bane and Medusa who have the lane to themselves for now, as Slayer's still making the long walk up there, and it's also Cheshire Cat who has the lane to himself. Like, Vega's just not in lanes.
We're figuring it out, all right? Relax.
Okay.
Look at this courier, this Monkey King. This is a nerf in the patch. He doesn't get 380 like the Ground Courier, even though Ground Courier got upped. He only goes 350. Saw that posted on the old subreddit today.
Oh.
Sad life. All right, so he eventually makes his way down bottom. This looks pretty damn good for Medusa, though. She's going to get a lot of space up top, but they're going to try and poop all over Cheshire Cat in his dual lane.
Bignum getting brought down. They have the chilling touch damage, and they were able to find the kill. So Bignum does get punished there, and this is a hero that can't really afford to start falling behind early on. But they might try and switch out the lanes again.
I think this is a good focus from the Dire, too. Again, just slowing down Cheshire Cat means that they don't really have anything to do with the rest of the heroes. Like, he's the one that they want to snowball in that little mid-game. And Soma, he's caught out here. Just goes to the TP.
Not able to finish him off. Bottom lane, more battles brewing. Afterlife trading hits with Cheshire Cat. They're bringing in Zayak as well. But he'll be forced back again. And the creep wave underneath the tower means that it should push in pretty heavily. But tallies so far as CS is concerned. Medusa leading the pack. Monkey King right behind her. And everything else looking fairly even, with the main thing being OD, a few more denies.
Man, this is just total free farm for Medusa.
Oh.
And I don't think they're shutting down Cheshire Cat enough. I mean, he still has now 8 last hits. And there's like 3 heroes down here. All right, he's rotated mid now on the next assassin. Yeah, what is going on? Why is Afterlife playing like off lane? And Sioma's like not even in the lane. He's level 1. Is anyone going to come near this Medusa? She's not that scary. She doesn't even have a skill point yet, guys. She hasn't been forced to take a skill. That's an issue. This isn't stats Medusa. We're past those days.
That is insane. All right, well, that's the funniest thing that I've seen. It was 3 minutes in, she was level 4 and didn't have a skill point. Zayak almost brought down to death. I don't know what's happening in this game, honestly. They're just like running around. Afterlife's level 2. I mean, they have 3 heroes that are level 2 at 3.5 minutes. Am I wrong? Is this weird?
No, it's pretty weird. Sioma's just chilling up top. He's just Sandstorm, and this is my life now. Yeah. This is all I can contribute. Gonna move a couple feet, maybe Sandstorm again.
All right. Well, that's gonna be another static link. Good amount of damage stolen, but they're gonna rotate in and try and bring down the Razor. I guess if there's one thing to be said, it's that in all this chaos, you don't necessarily know to expect everybody, and they take advantage, finding the kill.
Big now running with the haste rune. Probably not going to get any kill here, though. Haven't really felt the impact of the Undying again.
Yeah.
I don't know. The wave is just like, they haven't been able to control it at all for the Radiant side, so Monkey King's just been sitting next to his tower this entire time. He's at 25 last hits. Tired for an Undying to pressure in a lane when the guy's just like under his tower. Can't really do anything. He's not needed up top because the Medusa is free farming, so his only place to go is now mid lane. And then at the same time, the Dire supports don't do anything.
Wonder if they're going to try and go on to Slayer here. They have a Sentry Ward, and they're going to place it down. So Slayer's going to be forced to leave his Sandstorm, but won't be punished with any type of a kill at all. But 3 heroes again getting grouped up around Coolman. They're going to try and set up on him. Do we have TPs in the area? Bignum, he has a soul rip, can try and heal back up Cool Man to get him out of here. And there's a sleep. They're trying to make it work. It's not quite enough, but a big jump in from Cheshire Cat. The overwhelming odds brought everybody very low. They are going to kill off Afterlife there, but
It's a big kill for these two heroes, though.
yeah.
It's pretty nice for an Undying on the Legion. I mean, obviously still good for the Dire because they got the enemy mid, but I think that's pretty massive. Like, Undying just got 279 gold, Legion 210, lots of experience between the two. Man, she did 1,210 damage there in that fight. Damn. Overwhelming odds. What a skill.
There's only 2 points in overwhelming odds also.
And now a smoke for the Undying. So he's going to try and make a play somewhere under this ward vision. But meanwhile, Aloha Dance getting a little bit of control here. So both Medusa and Monkey King, right? Opposite sides of the map, both getting farm. Who would you rather have on your team at 6 minutes with this much farm? It's a bit of a tough call, isn't it?
I mean, I think in the grand scheme of the game, I would rather have a Medusa, but Monkey King, if the rest of his team can get stuff around the map, then it feels like that would be better. Like they could snowball with it.
Right. So what that means is that it comes down to what Aloha Dance can actually do with this.
Right.
Like, if he can go off over the next 10 minutes or so, then this is going to end up being worth it. You're trading onto this hard carry that just doesn't have the same options at that point in the game. So let's see if he builds into that by going for the Echo Saver. But I think if he goes for the Battle Fury, I'm not going to be as confident in their game plan.
Yeah.
He's picking up looks like Wand and Ring for now. So that signifies to me that he probably wants to be a little bit active, at least with the Wand. But the Aquila kind of leads me in towards more of like the Battle Fury build. The top lane, Afterlife. Wow, actually, they're not going to try and make a play.
Yeah, they tried to hit the Mystic Snake onto it, but it didn't go jump to Afterlife there. So they're not able to connect with it. They might try and go again. They have another Brain Sap, but that wasn't enough.
And an ever so slight net worth lead for the Dire. What's Razor's game going to look like this game? He can track... Oh, you know what? He actually got buffed against Monkey King.
Oh, you're right.
It was hard to keep up, right? And like keep right-clicking. But now with that little purge, like keep tapping him so he can't jump into the trees. That's pretty helpful.
Well, it's also going to be able to purge off Jingu if it gets fully formed onto him.
Burrow strike down bottom.
Yeah, they got Cheshire Cat. That should be a kill, most likely. There's going to be the Boundless Strike, and Cheshire Cat is down.
Yeah, that's another good point, though. It's pretty hard, I think. Like, that'd be pretty RNG-based. I don't know if you could actually get it done on purpose. Maybe you could, I suppose.
Yeah.
It just means you can't jump right on top of the Razor once you have the buff.
Right.
That's fair. So, yeah, that is also pretty nice.
Well, around 8 minutes in, 2-5 so far. Things have settled down a little bit after the craziness of the first couple phases, and now you kind of have things looking a little bit better for Vega Squadron. They have this Sand King and Nyx Assassin that are kind of equal on farm, which I think you're pretty happy with. If they can get into like mobility items at a decent timing, that's fine.
Yeah. The old 3.5 kind of strat.
Yeah.
Stack one person mega hard and then try and get two offlaners, but they're both going to be a little bit lower than usual. Only problem is the 6 came really late on Nyx because of this, so maybe if he was like a core roll, they could have done something different where he could have actually been ganking. Anyway.
Tombstone
Nightmare.
down, Afterlife gonna drop, and that should be a good amount of damage onto the tower. I don't think it's gonna fall, but at least something.
Yeah, this is another thing we've been missing with this Undying, though. Just like no early tower push, didn't try and sync up anything with the catapult. But with his DD, yeah, even after the fort, he can still put on quite a bit. They do get the full tower down bottom, however, though, and this is so great for a Monkey King. I mean, I just want to like live in this box.
Yeah.
Like that's just, it's my new home now. If I'm Monkey King, I'm just gonna farm these camps, those camps, jump on some trees, and this was a last pick, so their only solution is like, I guess they have decent vision actually, just with like the Ice Blast, and then they can also throw down Tombstone to break trees. So they have a couple different ways. Oh, sorry, Ice Blast is Dire team. They have pretty much just Tombstone actually,
Yeah.
so that is an issue. However, if you do Tombstone on Monkey King, it's super satisfying.
Oh, for sure. And then the other thing is like Razor's gonna give you some vision with Plasma Field. It's just a pretty big AOE,
Yeah.
so they'll be able to maybe find him there with a like Bane stuff afterwards to at least put him under control, and then you can try and go for like a duel or something. But it's all dependent upon vision.
He is going for the Battle Fury build too. I know he's really ahead, but I guess he doesn't want to limit himself though.
2 people
I'm
level
not
5.
the biggest fan.
Yeah, I guess that it's less all in, maybe,
Yeah.
But then the question is, how does it deal against the Medusa later stages? You think it's worth a diffusal blade for Aloha Dance this game?
Probably. It's decent against Undying, like these cores. Like he can just kind of soul rip and keep running away from you and stuff like that. And maybe after, like, let's say you had an Echo Saber or something, he can still survive that one slow. It's pretty good.
All right.
Keep people inside of your ulti.
Mask of Madness Dusa, she's level 9. Monkey King level 9 also. He's getting towards his first item.
She only has 1 point in the mana shield too. Just no threat whatsoever on her. Not an issue. And yeah, that Mask of Madness, she's going to farm so fast. Oh, look at these stacks. She's got 2. What a great team. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, that's really nice. There is looking like maybe a fight brewing in the mid lane. No Wukong's command, actually. So
They're actually hoping for a dive. Looks like they might be ready for this on Gambit.
Trying to turn it back around. Cool man low. He's going to end up falling, but they have the tombstone out. I don't know if they're going to be able to slow him down enough to actually take this engagement. Afterlife is sitting here in the Vendetta. Looks like they'll be able to finish off that ancient apparition. So trade is 1 for 1, but it's the mid lane hero that gets taken down yet again. Razor's been struggling.
Yeah, and we also haven't talked about that, but the duels are going to be very difficult this game because of G with that Astral. So, like, there was a moment where I think you consider a Cheshire Cax, you're like, oh, nice, I can, like, totally get this, but he's just too close to the OD, so it won't even end up mattering. And Bane, Ancient's giving a hand there.
I always want to
That's
fly.
rough.
Got destroyed. They got to be careful. The Razor has certainly been the story, I feel like, that we haven't talked about a ton this game, but he is below the net Nyx and the Sand King.
All right, Aloha Dance is in, dude.
They want to battle. The Burrow Strike comes through on the 2. I don't know if it's going to be enough, though. Slayer might end up going down. If Coolman can finish him off, they're not quite going to be able to find that kill. There's an Astral onto the Cheshire Cat, so they can't find a duel, but 5 heroes mid, and Vega are able to get out. So good reactions from them. They immediately go back to farming. This is looking really good for Vega.
Dire's middle tower is
Yeah,
under
as long as
attack.
Aloha Dance plays aggressive like that with this Demon Edge, then I'm fine with this build.
Yeah.
Instead of the Echo Saber, because now he can still keep up with the Medusa and he's playing aggressively. And he had the whole bottom wave pushed in that whole time anyway, so very nicely done. Force Staff still being worked on here for our OD. It's kind of that big item that we're waiting for, just so we can be really aggressive in these fights.
It still is the Medusa getting a lot of farm and finishing off ancient stacks now with Mask of Madness. She is going to be a problem. Hasn't been addressed yet. 103 last hits.
Yeah, total free game. Bane's still not 6, though, so they don't have any option for the Fiend's Grip gank.
Razor finishes off Treads. He's definitely been hurt this game. And they do run into an AA. He's level
Radiant's middle
6,
tower
but
is
with all
under
these heroes in
attack.
the area, this might be a free duel win. As
Yeah.
they try and chase him down. And there he is. Dueled and killed. Easy peasy.
But look where he placed that ward, though. He didn't go for the really obvious spot when you dive in really deep. That would have been deep warded, so instead he's going to have a nice little spot of vision.
Mid lane.
Bane might find it if he goes to Sentry the high ground. I think he'll miss it too.
Afterlife, he's in vision of this ward right now. Oh, always want to fly. They could have gone for that, but I think that
Radiant's bottom
the
tower
Knicks
is
realized
under
what was
attack.
happening.
Very nice, but Aloha Dance, a lot of pressure on this. He can go for a jump onto the next wave. He might just get this tower.
Radiant are scanning.
They're
Someone's
bringing
TPing
in now.
though.
Oh, it's Dusa.
4 points Carapace for Nyx. Ouch. That hurt. Why does he have 4 points Carapace?
Maybe the Razor? Like, you're going to be able to get the plasma field back? I don't know.
I guess just because it's really good this game between Legion, the Razor, and the Medusa, just so he wants like a low cooldown and stuff, but it's pretty rare to see that. Interesting. Vendettaing up. In he comes.
I think this is a really good play if they could find some kills here. The rest of Gambit is nearby, but not close enough, I think, to help the Razor. And Coolman has just been hurt so many times this game. They dropped the AA Blast and the Epicenter on him. But that's everything used mid. I don't know if they're going to be able to find an objective off of that.
Oh, this is pretty sweet, man.
Bignum?
Kind of chased down like Medusa. Oh, stun there.
Tombstone?
That's why he only
Tombstone?
has 2 points.
No.
We figured it out. You can't actually hit the stun, so he just...
Jesus.
I'm just kidding.
What a guy.
Yeah.
Trent
Dire's
Pax.
top tower is under
Flamer.
attack.
No, I like it though, because if you're chasing heroes, you just saw what happened there with the Razor, right? He's chasing after him, he just throws out the Carapace.
Yeah.
Because then you can stay invis and still chase down, and that allows you to get off the Vendetta damage. In that sense, you're getting more damage out of your hero because you're stunning them, which allows you to catch up so you don't have to throw out the stun without getting the Vendetta damage on.
No.
So this is a pretty interesting take by Afterlife here. He just kind of spots a really good game for this. I approve.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. There's our Battle Fury done. So we'll see Monk King already starting to catch up 2-0 and 2. See if he can surpass the Medusa as we battle back and forth here, jostling for top net worth position. More invisibility. It's a rune this time for Zayak. It's like, cool, man, why don't you just come out a little bit further here? I got a Nyx nearby who wants to combo up with a kill.
They got to be careful, though. Bignum is here, and they will spot him now. Monkey King in the area also. They're bringing in the Bane. There's lot of heroes here.
There's one place down, but there's no more in their inventory, so this is very dangerous for the Radiant.
They have a blink on Sand King, and they realize that the
Bane
blink
is
comes
so
out. He
dead.
is in a lot of trouble. Always want to fly. Very dead.
That was the deadest Bane I've ever seen.
I mean, it's okay, though. You take that loss there. It protects your other heroes, probably.
Gank equals tanked.
Yep.
It's aggressive vision, too, just kind of spotting what Kuman's up to. Oh, it's happy, just kind of hang out. Now the catapult comes in.
Wrap around.
They're in.
They found him. Epicenter's there. They've got the Nyx Assassin stun as well. Another Ice Path, another Epicenter tanked, and well, Bignum, he drops his Tombstone, maybe trying to fight this. He needs to soul rip it back up, but he's actually caught in the stun, and so they can't do it and always want to fly. Gonna likely go down again, but everybody is so low. They also have the Stone Gaze out. They're starting to drop. Can they find this? Kills Bignum, looking to finish it off with the decay.
Nice.
He might be able to. The real gets the lifesteal, but Cheshire Cat looking for the finish. Doesn't have a duel, but will be able to find the kill in the end. 4 dead for Vega. Gambit show up big.
Yeah, and while we were watching bot and the Razor died, there was a blink duel onto the OD mid, and then Medusa was able to just finish them off. So big stuff. That gives a 1,200 gold lead. We're talking about them jostling in terms of position between the Medusa and the Monkey King. Now she's way up there. 1,400 now. She clears that wave. And that is a blade mail done for her. Eternal Envy in the house. Blade mail Medusa is a go.
Haste.
It's nuts. This is exactly what Gambit needed, and just maybe a bit too deep of a dive there, feeling overconfident in what they were doing. But whatever the case ends up being, Gambit certainly in a much better position now, although Vega are still maintaining a little bit of a gold lead. Experience starting to swing the other way, though.
Gold is a great conductor.
Is it now? Oh, it really is. Jeez.
Yeah.
So surprising that it's that far. Why is that? I guess just because of like the AA. Well, AA is 8 and 9.
Dire's middle
I don't know, man. It happens.
It's really just the Dusa, I guess, right? Like
Yeah.
she's level 16. That's the big deal. She's got 3 levels on the OD and the Monkey King.
Well, they're smoked and moving around the backside here. They're not going to run into anybody. Everybody pretty much from Gambit is mid lane right now, while bottom lane, Monkey King is continuing to press down here. The 2-2 tower has already been taken. A TP in into a whole lot of trouble. Cheshire Cat, although they astral him. Let's see if anybody else shows up here to try and help him. It's a Shadow Blade, Shadow Amulet, and well, nobody wanted to come help out Cheshire Cat.
Yeah, I mean, it's dangerous around the shrine for the Dire, sure, but... Oh, now Bane! Oh no! Only one man stunned, but...
Yeah, they don't want to end up going into this one. Nightmare staying alive for the moment. Beast Grip as well, but there's going to be the stun coming in from the real you. They drop down the Tombstone as well, and now in a lot of trouble. Afterlife needing to run away from them all. They drop down the Sanities. Eclipse of Medusa almost dead, but not quite. They get the heal back up. The Epicenter through. The Blade Mail is keeping her from gun targeted, but Vega still taking that fight handedly. The Tombstone, the only thing that's keeping him from losing the Medusa.
Really nice save there from a low audience coming on the backside. And is that his Shadow Blade done, I think? It is. It is on the courier. So he's catching up towards Medusa, trying to slow that, or lower that gap a little bit here, and now he'll pressure down this tower by himself top if he wants. Just go grab the wave.
That was quite good.
So what's our next play then for the Radiant? We look for another Blink duel here. Again, their burst is really weak. They need Medusa there essentially to do the damage. She doesn't really want to be roaming around as part of a gank squad.
Yeah.
And that means Legion's just on her own trying to hold back a tower, not really pushing the envelope at all for them. Bane will come through. He has a sentry. He might go for a war check. Yeah, he will. But Nyx Assassin's not there. I believe AA also just pinged saying that they're going to sentry there.
Yeah.
So he's kind of stuck over here as a Nyx Assassin.
Cool Man just had to pop drums and get the hell out of there, realizing that he could potentially just drop the scan hit. And he's going for a Blade Mail himself also. So just trying to double down on these items that are going to try and punish the damage coming out from Vega Squadron.
Yeah, very good against the Monkey and the OD.
Does it
I
affect
guess not so much Monkey and his ulti.
The ulti doesn't affect the Monkey King himself?
No.
Okay.
No, and as well as when he's in the ulti, he's going to have that bonus armor too. So if he
Yeah.
like throws down a Boundless Strike or something, then the reflection won't be as strong.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's structures
Oh.
are fortified.
That's a Yasha done for the Medusa. She's level 17. The Monkey King, although he's catching up in net worth, is still behind in levels, but that's kind of okay. This guy is still going to be dealing a ton of damage.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Razor is
attack.
out a bit here, but doesn't look like they go.
Yeah, Cool Man trying to play it cool. That.
Lohan's faking out the ulti here. Tombstone is dropped down. They thought Monkey King was in those trees.
Well, now they see that the Tombstone is there, and they're like, what's going on?
Yep, no thanks.
They're behind enemy lines, and all moving down
They
to the
really
bottom
wanna
lane.
jump
It
this
looks
Razor.
like they
have a Hurricane Pike.
Burrow Strike coming through. The A blast again with the epicenter. He's out of there. And with the Tombstone down,
Radiant's bottom tower.
Yeah, he just had
is
no
under
vision
attack.
over here, so they're able to just jump him for free.
and the thing that's nuts about this is it's always feeling like Vega are putting themselves in a position where they can expend those ultimates, and they never really have to worry about a counterplay. They just blow them up too quickly.
Yeah, they don't really have like any counter initiation or punish. At least Sand King provides that a little bit. Even the Monkey King too, I guess, with the the Boundless Strike, the giant stick. Very good spell for counter initiation. You saw what happened there against the. I think he hit it onto 3. It was like the Bane, the Medusa, and the Razor.
Oh god.
That's the kind of stuff that you're really lacking on the Radiant team. You just have like Tombstone to drop.
Aloha
Yeah, there is no
Dance.
epicenter here though.
And they're right by the Undying. He dreams up the Tombstone. He's gonna have the sword. No, it doesn't come in time. And always want to fly, not able to save the day either. Cheshire Cat finishes off the A, but not at all worth it for losing that Medusa. Great play there by the real you, recognizing that they had a chance there, and now chasing forward more.
The slow death for Bane.
He knows what's coming. He can't stop it. They missed the Impale, but it doesn't matter.
Man, he did way more damage to that Medusa than I was expecting. She absolutely melted.
Did she not have Mana Shield on? No, she did.
No, I think she did, yeah.
Middle tower is under attack.
Just got destroyed.
Dang.
And his relatively high armor. I mean, he sits at 14 even without the ulti. You saw him preemptively pop it there too, so the Blade Mail just doesn't do that much in return to him because it's all physical. And are we gonna go Roche?
I feel like that's
Certainly
what you
looks
said.
like they're thinking about it. Won't be the fastest of Roches.
Yeah, that is the one downside to Vega Squadron's lineup is they kill really quickly and
Radiant's
easily,
middle
but
tower is
their
under
objective
attack.
taking leaves something to be desired.
Yeah. Radiant Ward in the same spot. Sentry nearby allows him to see the Nyx Assassin wandering around through there. So Razor is aware there are many heroes here. TP is now off cooldown. Will he leave? Is the question. Nyx Assassin.
Oh,
He's gonna
cool,
find
man.
you.
Radiant's
Oh, hello.
structures are fortified.
Oh, there it is. You know,
And the team was
hit
just
him.
coming in.
Oh,
Now they're gonna
they've
fight
used
with
all their
Tombstone.
oldies. Okay, it's an opening. It's a possibility. G is there as well. They're trying to run him down. They find the duel onto the OD. Can they blow him up in time? The epicenter turnaround. Is it going to be enough? It doesn't look like it. They're taking them all down. They're stunned up over to the side here as well. Nyx Assassin in trouble, but the real you able to get his ulti out. Is it going to be enough to turn the tide of this fight? It looks like the answer is yes for one. They lose Bignum, but the Nightmare came out in time, and that saves everybody else.
All right, really good play from the Radiant to find that fight before the ultimates were back up there. Like the Wukong's command was just down until he popped it right there, which kind of turned that fight in favor for them. Yeah, sucks for Razor because he was just waiting while his whole team rotated. And obviously he died first, but he did waste some of the ultis at the very least and helped them take that engagement. So some of the other heroes in the team will get some gold there, especially the Medusa being a very important one here. And maybe this will be enough for them to actually pressure themselves into the Roche Pit or something. However, overall, still looking pretty good for the Dire side, I think.
It still feels like Monkey King reigns supreme.
And they actually have a medallion done on the Nyx too, so it's time to Roche.
You know what might be kind of cool? You enfeeble the Monkey King before he gets Wukong's command out. Does that affect... That would affect the damage that those little statues do, right?
I believe so. Oh, actually... No, I'm not sure.
It's one of those weird interactions where at the very least it would affect him, which would be helpful, but...
Yes.
Alright. BKB is going to be on the way for Cheshire Cat. We've got the Blade Mail done for both the Medusa and the Razor now. And it looks like they're thinking about going in for some type of a smoke play. They dropped down a Sentry Ward. Maybe they're waiting for a movement from Vega? Doesn't look like they're going for it. Just kind of chilling and holding hands in the jungle. What the hell's happening?
Just hanging out. Think that they're smoking at them. They're not. At least not in that part. Obviously, they're smoking on the other side of the map, but overall, it's a good read from the Radiant. Just saying, I don't know where these guys are. They probably want to pick before they go Roche. But it's not going to be now we're going to smoke Roche, because if they haven't ran at us, they're probably going to go to the Roche pit. They see the Monkey King mid.
They need to be so careful here. The
OD smoked up.
OD right behind him. They jump forward. They find the duel. Now the turnaround. They try to make it happen. A blast. It's going to connect onto 2. They have the tombstone down, though. It might be enough damage. And, well, with the Musa getting off the stone gaze, the real Yui starting to drop low. They do find that kill. They lost the Medusa as well, though. And Coolman maybe going to be the big winner in this fight. He doesn't have enough damage. The tombstone's still doing a lot of work, but 4 are dead. They didn't have enough. Vega went out on that one, although they might be able to find a kill on the AA with the tombstones, so something going their way at least.
Guys, help, please. Oh, that's too bad. So overall, that's, yeah, Radiant favored, just because of the comeback gold. Although Medusa only gets a little gold, Razor only a little, Legion loses gold, and it's Undying with 838 gold. So in the end, how much of that does that favor you? Hard to tell. I'd say if anything, it's pretty even, if not dire favored.
He also got 2,200 experience from that for Bignum, so he's almost level 15 now. A nice little influx for him. Not to mention a whole wave down here. So what talent? Tombstone on death?
Yeah, I think that's kind of the unanimous one.
Seems pretty good.
Yeah. I wonder if it's better than level 4 Soul Rip. I might argue that level 4 Soul Rip's better than that talent, to be honest. I feel like having the cooldown that's left on your Soul Rip is a little bit better.
Yeah.
But alas, he'll take the talent.
Well, the other thing to keep in mind here is we've talked about the differences in the carries in this game, the Medusa versus the Monkey King. It's starting to feel like we're getting to that territory where you would rather have a Medusa than the Monkey King.
They just scanned that Nyx.
Oh, God. Gem, they got it. Yeah, they got him caught, and that should be a kill. We'll see if he's able to get the dual damage. He doesn't quite, which is a little unfortunate for Cheshire Cat. But
that's all because he Carapace right at the start. That was pretty sick.
Coolman trying to TP out, but the Eul Scepter lift up, the Epicenter to follow. I've seen this story before. Poor Razor.
Alright, now we're in the other 4 heroes in the rain to kill them all. Doesn't happen this time. Same part of the map, but...
Yeah.
Oh, +2 Sandy's Eclipse multiplier. Oh, yo.
So that's 12 times? Yeah. Into damage.
Alright. What's his int at right now?
It is...
pretty high.
108.
100, oh, is it
112. 112.
I was going to say that didn't add up.
He just switched to treads.
Alright,
swear
sorry.
that's it.
I swear.
Promise. NA math, lol.
Alright, what's our int on the other team looking like then? Bane, classic, 49, 49, 49. What a hero.
Yep.
I can't even see Razors because he's dead. That's cool. Undying's not too bad. Legion's not too bad. Medusa's
Afterlife?
decent.
Maybe trying to break some CPs. I think they're getting in a position to try and break the
that's
TP.
exactly what he's doing.
Oh, God.
He really wants to do so. That's the only one that matters.
Yep. We'll see if she goes. Oh!
Oh, they tossed!
All right. He's like, yeah, get the hell away from me. Back up. That was a really smart decision right there.
That was super. I don't know how they noticed. Maybe they must have just known he's in the area, I guess. I'm not sure. That was pretty hype.
All right.
Anyway, we're still waiting on this Roche, man. I guess maybe just because Nyx isn't on that side of the map and he has the medallion, they don't feel like going in. But with the ultis up on the Dire side, I'd feel pretty confident in there. Like, Epicenter's just about to come back. I mean, how many more picks do you need? How much more of a lead do you need to feel confident in there? I guess it's a bit dangerous, right? Undying, kind of a classic Roche hero. Medusa's decent too with her ulti. So if they could smoke up and even if it just means forcing out Medusa ulti, I think that would be enough for them to Roche.
Yeah. There's a duel down bottom, by the way.
He just lived, didn't he?
Yeah. I mean, he spiked Carapace again before the duel came off, and then they both Shadow Bladed and Vendetted away from each other. So, that was interesting. Bignum gonna Tombstone to farm. Lovely. Lovely, lovely.
Now, that is one thing that's pretty nice about this hero, though. You can farm really fast with Tombstone, especially, like, big camps, but it's a pretty good time to go Roche, though, if you see your enemy Undying doing that, and that's exactly what they'll do.
Oh. Into the pit they go. And this one, not going to be capable of contesting it. But what did they get with this Aegis? Like, they're kind of at a timing where you have a couple other items that could come out for him. Monkey King, he's got his Butterfly, but then he won't have buyback. And it's the Aegis on the OD. But, you know, he just finished off a big item, but he doesn't have buyback either. Do you, like, wait until you have those buybacks and then push? Or do you think it's worth it to just go for it now?
I think you just try and get a choke going. So this just makes, like, split pushing a little bit safer, having the Aegis. You're in control of the map. They're probably not going to, like, 5-man at you or anything. So look for that big pick and then try and use that to go high ground. You're right, though. This isn't just a game where having Aegis means, instantaneous high ground or anything. And you can see this drawing from the Razor, kind of predicting what they're going to do. Meanwhile, bottom lane, that's a faster duel.
Yeah, they got him. And they were able to turn it back around for a second with Afterlife, but now Bignum maybe getting a little bit too big for his britches. They got the rest of these heroes coming in after him, trying to chase, trying to kill. Bignum in trouble.
This would be a miracle. He has no mana. Yeah, he's just going to walk at him.
Oh, that's fine.
And here's 200 extra gold for you.
Always
Meanwhile, on the top lane, though.
Is Legion coming in? She has a gem, but too far away to really make anything happen.
I think Monkey just solo killed Bane top, with Medusa there. I have to say, I have seen a ton of gold fed away from that talent. Like, I'm actually not really sold on it, to be honest.
Which one?
It's crazy. The Tombstone one.
Yeah. It is a lot of gold.
Every time you kill him. Just like, here you go. Here's 200 free gold.
Radiant's top tower is under
Oh, look at this in the jungle, though. They have G here. They're checking first to see if there's anybody else, and they're going to take the easier target, the AA, but they get the Eclipse, and Cheshire Cat not even going to stick around for any type of battle afterwards. So, BKB charge down. It's over.
The saves.
All right.
All right, Vega. Close this one out here. Get us into a game 3. Can you do it? That's the question. It's a Medusa high ground. She almost has a BKB.
I have a feeling that we're going to see the Razor dead again here in just a second.
Not again. Damn, this ice blast
spot
from downtown. Holy. The prediction.
They knew.
Hey, you guys think he'll go to that exact same spot again? Yeah,
Cool Man
probably.
0-11-8 on the Razor. It has been a struggle. It has been a struggle.
I thought Razor was a counter to OD.
Yeah.
What's happening? Why is my game so awful?
They put a lot of emphasis on shutting him down, but he's still like staying fairly relevant in these fights. All right, that's
hey,
rough.
you want some more gold?
All right, well, Tombstone's down. They're not going to be able to save it, and it's just more gold for them as the tier 3 tower being assaulted. No buybacks. Oh God, they're all falling apart. Gambit is dead. This is real bad. They have a Stone Gaze, but they don't even get that one off. They're stealing all the int in the world. Gonna hit the Ice Blast, so she can't even come back quickly. Vega are just dismantling Gambit. Game 1 was the stomp the other way, but this one certainly feeling like it's close to over.
Yeah, very hard comeback at this point. They should be able to get a second lane. I'd like to see them stick around. I said we didn't expect a 2-0 from Gambit, and happy to get that. Nice force staff there from Sioma. Pushes him back.
Looking for an opening, maybe. It's still a Medusa. You got to be a little bit careful. They're going for the damage. My God, cool, man. Oh, that was not what was meant to be.
I think that's 0, 12, and 8.
Yeah. It's been a rough one for him. Ain't no doubt about it.
Legion's going to blow up on these sportsmen backline with the BKB, though. It's going to be really funny. Come on, get the satisfying play here.
At the end of the day, though, they still have an Astral, and there's the Tombstone down, at least one. They immediately turn onto it. There's the jump forward, the duel, onto the Monkey King. Maybe an opportunity here to blow him up. They had the stun on G while all that was happening, and now the Tombstone zombies are going all over the place. Bignum is going to die. Now it's just more zombies coming through. Can they get away from the undead nightmare that is the life of Vega right now? They want to take him down. G, he's still living through this. He has the Aegis regardless. They're TPing out, but Afterlife actually has a TP as well. He's not deciding to TP. Is he DC'd?
He's DC'd or something.
What the hell is going on? All right, they have the gem on him still, and, well, the Impale. I don't know what that was. G is going to Astral himself, but Cheshire Cat, he has the duel back up in a couple seconds. Could think about blinking forward, but it's 2 lanes of barracks down, and G is just going to walk away. I don't know if that was BM or what, but it's happening.
I don't know.
I don't know what's going on.
I'm confused.
Oh, the Aegis just expires?
Oh, that's pretty funny.
They break the they break the regen from it too.
I was meant to have this.
Oh, he's gonna bait the arcane rune. Oh, come on! Oh, and he knew it was coming anyway. Sioma was ready for the invis grab.
Well, it's 21,000 net worth lead now, and if it wasn't a hard game before, it certainly is here.
Yeah. Should have a Roche here soon.
I'll take that.
Oh, with the int multiplier, it might just be a very quick blow up of anybody from Vega. Cheshire
Legion just, yeah, all right. She's still gonna try something here. Doesn't have a blade mail, which is one thing we haven't really mentioned this game, but pretty handy against heroes like OD.
Yeah. Everybody else has the blade mail on her team. The hell?
Maybe they got confused, thought they were all playing Legion. Oh, it's still a Medusa. I wonder if Rapier, maybe just Rapier.
I think it seems reasonable.
Like, what other hope do you have this game, honestly? You're 2 racks down. You get the Rapier and the 7 split shot target.
Yeah.
Easy game.
Slow everybody down with the double tombstone.
Yep.
You know, I was singing the praises of Razor earlier and how good this hero feels, but they have just put so much emphasis on causing him trouble the whole game.
Well, he's just not a hero that, like, this is not Razor's home. What is this? Why is a Razor there? Well, I can tell you why he's there, because they're losing and stuff. And
right.
It's just like, he wants to be 5-manning, and you're winning, and you're doing cool stuff, so... Just doesn't get to do that this game. And then he looks like poop, because he just keeps getting ganked over and over. They have a lot of initiation on the dire side, of course, like Blink Sand King, Blink Nyx Assassin, a Monkey King, Force Staff OD. They're all over the place.
And if Monkey King gets his ultimate off now, they can't kill him. He has the 100 armor talent.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
How is this even a talent?
I don't know.
What? Like, what?
It's kind of insane.
100 armor?
Yeah. What's the physical mitigation at that point?
I'll be checking. You believe me.
All right, I'm excited to see.
Because he's already at 58%. So, that's pretty high.
Yeah. What else do we have? Other talents. Impale damage for the Nyx. There's the armor talent for Sand King. Anything else that's really come up that's kind of cool? Maybe the Legion Commander, once she gets the 40 dual bonus damage, that's the way back into it.
That's one way to get a Rapier, I suppose.
Yeah. Yeah, they really need that, I think. Oh, jump forward, though. Not the best way to start it. Undying, he's gonna... Oh, he doesn't get the tombstone off. They slept the Undying? BKB pop. They have the Hex out there already, though. Bignum, he's gonna lose his life. There's double tombstones down, but it's on the other side of the fight, and Medusa's already gone. They buy back into this one, but
Monkey King's just killing tombstones, guys. He's got it.
This game is over.
He better pop that damn ulti.
Radiant's top tower is under
Yeah, we want to see it. I'm sure.
Oh, what an objective gamer.
There it is.
Oh, here we go. All right, where are we at here?
147 armor.
So he's getting 88% physical resistance.
That's all?
Seems good. Well, I mean, you know, diminishing, whatever.
Oh,
I mean, 88%
God.
is insane. Think about how little damage that's going to be.
It's true. It's very little damage. Well, he pops the BKB, turns to fight this, and are getting some physical damage, but the GG is called as Gambit. They know what's up. They know the game is over.
Pew!
All right, Trent. Game 1 goes to Gambit. Game 2 goes to Vega. Where are we looking for game number 3? What's your thoughts?
I think Vega definitely woke up. I really like the way Aloha Dance played this game. Extremely well done. He was very active, even though he went for this Battle Fury build. He showed up in that fight mid lane at the perfect time. It was a little bit risky in the early game, I think, because the Sanking and the Nyx Assassin couldn't do much to start. So that part wasn't exactly ideal, I suppose, in most drafts. But because they were both kind of slowly building into something when they both came online with the Blink Dagger and then just even like the level 6 on the Nyx Assassin, comboed up with Aloha Dance, it's pretty perfect. Ice Blasts were, I don't think he missed one from Zayak.
Yeah.
Maybe he missed one, but didn't really feel like it. He was sniping them from all across the map. Everything just kind of come together. In terms of Gambit's draft, I don't know what Undying does. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm not sure why he's good.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. I think that
I'm having a hard time being sold on the hero.
I think that there's like certain drafts where he can be pretty effective if you want to run him as part of. It's again one of those heroes that has so many issues that you need to itemize to deal with him, but he doesn't farm that well. And yeah, we've talked about it a ton.
I think it's also just, well, I mean, I do get Undying. In fact, I quite love Undying. I enjoy playing him. But if you don't take a lot of power in that early game and you don't like take a tower down at like 7 minutes or something with your tombstone, the hero just feels like you're missing out on so much. It's like not getting an early Rosh on Ursa. Yeah. You know, it's just part of the hero. It's something you need to do to make it feel good. And if you don't get an early tower with Undying, open up more space for your carries, or if you don't have this really aggressive dual lane that you're like shutting down the enemy position 1, then it feels like it does nothing. We talked about that Monkey King just farming under his tower the entire time. Aloha Dance's game was just insanely easy. Even though they were giving space to a Medusa, they did way more with the Monkey King than they did with the Medusa.
For sure. Well, game number 3 right around the corner. Gambit versus Vega Squadron. We'll see who's able to come out on top. Myself, Lyrical, as well as Trent Paxter do be your 2 casters for it, so stay tuned as we take a short break, and we'll see you in a few.